Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the month of April 2026. And let's begin and check what's the energy. What are the energies? I've already shuffled the cards, but I, out of habit, just shuffle a little bit more. And let's see from the Moonology deck, what are the messages for Sagittarius? Okay, two cards which we've got. All right, so I, again, not surprised. Almost all the readings got new moon of a variety of signs, and you are no exception to that. You also got the new moon in Gemini. Communication is the key. And step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Now, for the month of April, what I'm sensing, of course, the message is very clear. Communication, something to do with communication is going to be in the forefront, and not necessarily that this communication or this, a kind of thing or a dialogue or, whatever, or not necessarily a dialogue, but it could be a communication of a different sorts. However, it may or may not be something which make you feel comfortable, or this could be something which you've been wanting to talk to someone. You've been trying to talk to your boss, talk to your partner, spouse, children, neighbor, whosoever. This is a general reading, so see who is that, what is that one communication which you've been putting on the back burner and you've been avoiding it, you've been procrastinating it. So because it was not feeling very comfortable, and you said, okay, all right, not now, maybe later, maybe this is not the time. So I think you need to now step out of your comfort zone and initiate that conversation if you have to initiate that conversation. And there could be some conversation, some communication which may it could not be something which you need to initiate, but you might receive, which may not make you feel very comfortable. And comfortable, I'm not sensing whether it will be a bad or good, but at times things which are out of our regular or out of our routine also feels uncomfortable, because we humans largely don't like change. So just see that if you're avoiding some change in your life, if you are not letting the change happen, if you're holding on to familiar, if that is something which you are doing, Sagittarius, then this is the time, this month, April is the month wherein you need to initiate that change, initiate that communication, and don't just shy away from doing it, because comfortable is not always what it should be. I was about to say comfortable is not always nice. What I mean is that it may not feel nice, but it may feel nice that you are, kind of sticking on to what it is. And there are times when it doesn't even feel like. People stick on to familiar just because it is familiar. Yeah, and many of you have been in that standstill, which you need to shake now, and you need to move into the flow. Okay, so when you kind of look at this card, lot grows when things stay still, and life grows when things are still. However, a lot of things unwanted also grow. There's nothing really unwanted, but in your situation there could be something like, if you want beautiful flowers, then maybe there is an algae which will grow along if there is a stagnant water. So you are at a standstill which you need to shake off, is the message which I'm clearly picking up here for you. Shake off that comfort. It's not, maybe, I think you have lived that thing now, Sagittarius. It's a time to move. It's time to flow. And you need to challenge that. What are the situations? Do that introspection, contemplate what are the situations wherein you've been holding on tight, even if it's not something which you may like deep within, but just because it's familiar, just because it's something, it's like a known devil, and hence you've been sticking on to it. So if any of you are in that situation, it's time to shake it off. Shake it off. And I'm not saying that you may not necessarily may need to leave that, but maybe something will shift, something ought to shift, is what I'm picking up very strongly in your reading here. Yeah, and let's see what the few cards which fell off, and 5 of Wands and 4 of Swords. And what I'm sensing is that you have been thinking of about this for a while, Saji. And do let me know how this reading is resonating, because this is a general reading, right? And it may resonate 100%. You can say that I claim this reading, or may resonate 10%, 20%. And there, for some, it could be some messages which wants to come forth through this reading. So let me know how this is. Yeah. So what I'm sensing for you is, Sagittarius, there is some internal conflict which you've been going on, and you've been thinking, you've been pondering, but you've been just waiting on it, because maybe that was a time to wait, and there's nothing wrong in it, because you couldn't do anything about it. On the hindsight, there's nothing that you cannot do anything about. You can always leave this garden if you don't want to wait anymore, and grow something somewhere else if you're saying it's taking longer than necessary. But yes, some things do take time, and it's all right to be patient about this. But this is not the month to be patient, is what I'm picking up for you. This is month for because this is a new beginning, right? And when something new happens, there are generally, you'll have to attend to it. Even if it's a new sapling which is coming forth, you'll have to water it, you'll have to protect it. It's like a new beginning. And yes, as I said, new beginning, what fell off is Ace of Swords. And out of this conflict, and Sagittarius, you know that what you need to do, what you want to do, but you've been hesitating in doing it for some reason. Only you know what the reason is. And see, here you are. This is your energy, Sag. Fire energy, Queen of Wands. Fire is not a settled energy. When have you seen fire grow? If it settles, you need to move. And then we have King of Pentacles. Yes, this is good now, because here you are doing things. Yeah, now you're getting into your space. Yeah, though there are some conflicts with that also. And okay, so karma is there. So we've got one major arcana with which we I will not pull more cards because this is all fell. So I thought I will take all of them. There's no standard pattern that I take these many, or how. It all depends on the divine guidance as to how many cards what are the messages. But Sag, for you, I am sensing that this conflict is, the answer is that there is something new which wants to come forth, something new which you know about, and you need to shine that clarity on it as to what is that one thing which you've been avoiding, which you need to. This is this new beginning, right? And if I actually see this 4 + 1 is 5. Something which you've been thinking of, you've been pondering over, this new beginning, and this is 5 of Swords, and this is what 4 + 1, 5, and then 5, and this is where your conflict had been, whether you should take that new beginning, whether you should not do it. This is familiar, this is fine, at least this is good, that is not good. Well, you only need to take your decision, and you only need to weigh your options, because it's a general read. But you are in a conflict, and it's time to end that conflict, because it's going on and on and on and on. For how long you want to stay in this conflict? Tell me. You can't continue with this conflict forever, right? So you need to quieten your mind, quieten your heart space, and choose that option which feels right, which comes from that space of clarity, and choose what makes you feel comfortable. This queen-like essence of yours needs to shine. You just can't kind of surrender to succumb to something which doesn't let this light of yours shine. If you are in a situation which is not letting this light shine, then my dear Sag, you need to think what changes you need to bring about, and maybe that communication is the key. And yes, uncomfortable, discomfort, whatever it causes, but you need to do that. And for some of you, so if the conversation which you need to do with other person, they're also avoiding it, is what I'm picking up. Now, this could be any scenario, individual, boss, colleague, partner, anything. But they also don't want to have this. They also kind of know that this would not be the thing. And but here, this also is your energy, because you need to move. It is the right mix of the masculine and the feminine energy, which is what we all are. When the right balance between masculine and feminine energy happens, um, creativity happens. This is only the thought, emotion going on and feeling that comfort, but then masculine energy is about action. So you need to take shape to what you've been thinking. You need to okay, this is what gives me comfort, and this is where I need to shine my light. Now, what all do I need to do about it? So that action you need to take now on the ground. It can't be in the mental space, it can't be in the heart space, it has to be on the ground. That action will yield the results, and that action will get you into that beautiful garden wherein you are enjoying yourself, having fun, you are in that comfortable space, away from these conflicts, because you need to end that. This is in your hand. You need to do that. You need to take action in turn. You need to quieten your mind. A lot of it has been happening because there are some karmic cycles which have been settling in. You need to see that how things are unfolding for you. But one cycle ends and another begins. And when this new begins, your decisions and the choices you make in the present will define what your future will be like. So you need to, when this karmic cycle is ending, you need to pick up your lessons, that what all you need to better yourself with. It's not that, oh my God, this is a karmic cycle, oh, this will get over, and then divine will give me another karmic cycle, I'll go through that. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's fine. Situations will keep coming, but what are you learning out of it? What are you getting out of it? Are you repeating your same mistakes again and again? If no, then you're growing. If you're falling back into the same trap, then you're not nowhere but in that standstill. So you need to challenge that aspect of yourself, break that comfort zone, and move ahead in life. Is very strongly very different reading from the others for you, Sag, but you are different, and you are that archer, so your readings ought to be different. But one thing which in common is that new moon which has been coming across. So let me get a closing card for you, Sag, and it is the guidance for Sagittarius for the month of, most apt guidance for Sagittarius for the month of April. What is the most apt guidance and the guidance from angels divine? Thank you. Let's see what the card is. Self-worth. Okay. This will resonate with many of you. Self-worth bestows a sense of confidence, expectation of success, and ability to love. Decide on clear boundaries and limits, and firmly decline to let others step over them or manipulate you. You will earn respect. When you value yourself, you become open and friendly, slow to take offense, and quick to forgive. Remind yourself that you're likable and lovable. Do not let others press your buttons. Stand tall and confident. With true self-worth, you radiate a golden aura which enfolds others and makes them feel good too. Ask your angel to step into your aura and guide you. I'm confident and worthwhile. This is the affirmation which you can use as much as you like. You have got your messages. I am confident about that. And I hope that you will take that action which you need to take, my dear Sag. Don't shy away from doing it. And have a lovely, lovely month ahead. And thank you for liking, supporting, and subscribing to the channel, and support as you like. I mean, no pressures. So thank you so much. You take care. Love you all. Om Shri Matre Namah.